Hi friends, how are you? Xi Jinping is becoming an autocrat, a dictator, and there are reasons to believe he may be another Hitler. Who knows? But there are some strong reasons to support this view. He is the powerhouse of China. He is the powerhouse of China and he rules supreme. He has started a juggernaut where any resistance to his authority will be crushed. He has started a juggernaut where any resistance to his authority will be crushed. He is riding roughshod over all oppositions. There is nobody in China who can raise finger at him. He is such a powerful man. Now coming to reasons, there are at least 4 strong reasons to support this view that he is becoming an unquestionable dictator of China. Number 1 reason, his political thoughts have been written into the constitution of the state as well as the constitution of the party. He is such a big figure that his political thoughts are included in the constitution of the party as well as the state. So a cult of personality has been created around him and he is considered to be the core leader. Okay, so he is promoting personality cult. The only man in China, Xi Jinping. The second reason is that some critics feel that there are 3 factors or reasons which make him a dictator. A, there has been censorship, all around censorship in China and mass surveillance. Every aspect of people's life is under scanner. Every aspect of people's life is under the scanner. Second one, there has been deterioration in human rights situations in China. There has been flagrant violations of human rights in China. State media doesn't report all this, but this is a fact that there has been violations of human rights on a large scale in China. Third one, the term limits for presidency has been removed. Now, Xi Jinping is a president for life. Xi Jinping is the president for life, and this makes him a very dangerous ruler. If you are not removed from your job, from your post, this means you can do what you want. He is virtually the emperor of China. That makes him a formidable ruler, a formidable administrator of China. Okay. Third reason, his anti-corruption campaign. His anti-corruption campaign has led to the downfall of many Communist Party leaders and officials, including the members of Politburo Standing Committee. Many people feel that his anti-corruption campaign is designed to eliminate his opponents, potential opponents. And this he has done on a scale which has not been done since Mao. He has done it. And his aim is to eliminate any potential opponent or any potential adversary and create and consolidate his position, consolidate his power. The establishment of a new anti-corruption agency, which is called the National Supervision Commission, which he heads, is ranked even higher than the Supreme Court of China, is ranked even higher than the Supreme Court of China. And it has been described by Amnesty International East Asia Director as systemic threat to human rights. There has been human rights violation in the name of anti-corruption campaign. People are charged with corruption and they are tried in the court, they are thrown into the jail. And who are these people? The very people who oppose Xi Jinping. So he is ruling supreme in China, which is very dangerous. According to some critics and political observers, he is considered to be the most powerful leader since Chairman Mao. Especially since he has removed the term limits. He has removed the term limits for presidency. He is a president for life. Another thing which makes him a dictator is that he has made a distinct departure from the collective leadership policy which were followed by post-Mao predecessors. After Mao, in China, they followed collective leadership policy. But now, for the first time after Mao, Xi Jinping is the man who is discarding it, the collective leadership policy. and he is taking decision on his own. It is very dangerous. He has concentrated all power and has created working groups with himself at the head to subvert bureaucracy, to subvert the government bureaucracy, and making himself the most powerful leader right now, the most powerful administrator right now. So he has created some power blocks around himself, some institutions around himself, which bypass the old established institutions in China. So he is subverting everything to promote his personal power. Okay, this is what he has done, and I am going to give you the list of the institutions and organizations he hates now, which makes him a very powerful and formidable ruler. These are the institutions. He is the leader of Central Financial and Economic Affairs Commission, Chairman, Central Commission on Foreign Affairs, Chairman, Central Commission on Internet Affairs, Chairman, Commission Comprehensive Deepening Reforms, Leader, Leading Group of Defense and Military Reform, Chairman, National Security Commission, Leader, Central Leading Group for Taiwan Affairs, Commander-in-Chief, Joint Battle Command of People's Liberation Army. By holding these positions, he is a formidable ruler of China. How powerful he is. He has created institutions around himself and nobody can question him. Now, coming to Adolf Hitler, I have tried to compare Xi Jinping with Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler, by destroying the power of legislature and executive, he removed all the oppositions which came in his way. He became the head of the state as well as the head of the government. Adolf Hitler, as a head of a state, he became the supreme commander of armed forces. And what practice he started, that soldiers professed loyalty not to this office of commander-in-chief, they personally professed loyalty to Hitler by his name. So these are the symptoms of dictators. They want personal attention, personal power. They don't believe in collective responsibilities, collective power. They want to monopolize all the power to himself. And in this way, these two persons, these two rulers are close to each other. Hitler, no doubt, was a very cruel dictator, and Xi Jinping is heading towards it. Is he becoming another Hitler? Now I will compare the two politicians, two leaders, two rulers side by side. I will make a close comparisons. Here we are. As I told you, this comparison is very interesting. This comparison is very interesting. Hitler was territorial. He was expansionist. He attacked the countries and annexed their territories. So is Xi Jinping. What has he done in Galwan? He has captured our territory. What he is doing in South China Sea? So both these dictators can be called territorial. Now, and what is worst part of is that China is not ready to treat the neighboring countries as equals. It is not ready. China is not ready to treat the countries like India, Vietnam, Philippines, Japan, South Korea as equals. The worst part of is that. One thing more, what Hitler used or misused, the economic power that Germany had gathered over the years, Hitler could use it. Same way, China has big GDP, $14 trillion GDP and large army. This makes Xi Jinping a very powerful person, and he is misusing it. He has economic wealth. He has a strong economy and a strong army, which he hates, and he can put it to misuse. This is what he is doing. Hitler wanted a world order on his own terms, after his own insular views, that this should be the world order. Same way, Xi Jinping also wants the world order after his dream, after his vision. He wants that China should be considered the most important country in the world because China is superpower, and other countries' interests should be subordinated to Chinese interest. He is enforcing his will on other countries. So he has a world order in his mind which he wants to enforce on the countries of the world, and that's why we have so many problems. And same way Hitler also wanted this, that he should be the ruler of the world should be according to him. In his world there was no place for Jews, there was no place for his opponents, there was no place for others. And same way Xi Jinping only thinks of China, and other countries have no place in his scheme of things, which makes him a very dangerous ruler, and his intent is dangerous. Next, Xi Jinping talks deceptively of people's loyalty to the party, but he commands loyalty to himself. He doesn't want to hear anybody's advice of pragmatism, advice of caution, no. And what Hitler did, if anybody dared to advise him, he eliminated him. So both the rulers want to rule without any question, without being advised, and following their own ideas and thoughts. Both the rulers talked of one thing, they stressed it. Germany talked of its humiliation in the Treaty of Versailles. Same way, Xi Jinping talks of past humiliations of China, that China was humiliated in past. So both show themselves as vindictive, revengeful. So, is Xi Jinping another Hitler? I will not say yes or no. Dear friends, I leave it to you. Write in the comment section, what do you think? That is Xi Jinping going to be another Hitler, or this is not the case? Okay, you write your opinions in the comment section. I leave it to you. If you agree with my views, it's fine. Write in the comment section. I will feel encouraged. If you disagree with my views, you are free to express yourself, because you are more experienced, more learned, and you have watched China very closely. So I leave it to you. With this, I conclude my small talk. Have a nice day.